Could a simple mushroom help you beat cancer? Some experts think so. And today I'm sharing 5 mushrooms that can apparently help to boost your immune system, shrink tumors, and make cancer treatments more effective. Let's start with a story that went viral. Maybe you've heard of it. A scientist named Paul Stamets shared in a TED Talk video that his elderly mother had stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, and her doctor gave her less than 3 months to live, saying it was one of the worst cases they'd ever seen. So since surgery wasn't an option, her doctor put her on chemo and hormone therapy, but also recommended something unusual, that she also start taking turkey tail mushroom supplements. Now let's pause here for a second. Most doctors don't even talk to their patients about nutrition, let alone alternative therapies like mushrooms. But this doctor had just read some interesting research on how turkey tail mushrooms can enhance the effectiveness of chemotherapy for breast cancer and started recommending them to his patients. So Paul's mom started taking 8 capsules of turkey tail mushrooms each day, along with her chemo and hormone therapy. And according to Paul, she now has no signs of cancer left in her body. So you can understand why this story went viral. If it's true, which it certainly could be, it's incredible. But we do need to be a little bit skeptical here because we don't know all the details. Was Paul's mom super fit and healthy otherwise? Did she follow a super clean and healthy diet? Did she take other supplements? Because these factors can also make a big difference in how someone responds to treatment. Regardless, we're hearing more and more stories like this on how mushrooms are helping people beat cancer or keep it from coming back. Did you know that we've now found over 200 different compounds in mushrooms that can slow cancer cell growth, keep them from being able to spread, and even kill them? Crazy, right? Although mushrooms alone can't cure cancer, if they can help shrink tumors and make your treatments that much more effective, then maybe it's time to start thinking about mushrooms as medicine rather than just food. As a cancer survivor, even if you've been cancer-free for years, there are 3 things you should always continue to focus on to keep cancer away. Number 1, keeping your immune system strong. It's your main defense against cancer. Number 2, lowering inflammation in your body. Inflammation that's caused by the unhealthy foods you eat or the toxins you're exposed to in the environment. And number 3, eating foods that are high in antioxidants. Now apparently, certain mushrooms can help you do all 3 of these. So the first mushroom I want to talk about is the same one that Paul's mom took, called turkey tail mushrooms. The reason they have such a profound effect on cancer is because they can strengthen your immune system. Your immune system is like your best friend. It's constantly trying to protect you from things like viruses or abnormal cells like cancer cells. So the stronger your immune system is, the better it will be at finding these abnormal cells and destroying them before they turn into cancer. And your body does this by using immune cells like T cells or natural killer cells, NK cells. And the more of these cells you have, the better. So what turkey tail mushrooms do is they increase the number of these powerful immune cells in your body, which increases your chances of fighting cancer. And this is how they're able to make cancer treatments more effective. Not just chemo, but radiation therapy too. Plus, they've even been able to help chemo patients have less nasty side effects like nausea, low white blood cell counts, and liver problems. Unfortunately, more research still needs to be done because it's still unclear if these mushrooms will be safe for everyone to take, especially long term, or if they'll have the same effect on all different types of cancer. But turkey tail mushrooms have actually been used for centuries in traditional medicine for their powerful effects on the immune system. In Japan, they've been using them to support cancer treatments for decades, for not only breast cancer, but for lung, gastric, pancreatic, and liver cancer as well. So if you're looking for a great way to support your immune system or potentially increase the effectiveness of your cancer treatments, these may be a great option. And if you think turkey tail mushrooms are impressive, wait until you hear about what shiitake mushrooms can do. These are definitely the most familiar one on the list. You can find them in most grocery stores, and they're famous because they contain something called lentinins. This is a special type of beta-glucan known for boosting your immune system, and a lot of cancer patients take it in supplement form every day, but I would just recommend eating more shiitake mushrooms. Taking mushroom supplements, especially for a long period of time, does come with some risks and side effects. So just be careful if you do decide to take any, and ideally do it under medical supervision. But we've actually known for centuries that shiitake mushrooms are also high in antioxidants like selenium and vitamin D that also protect your cells from damage that can lead to cancer. Way back in the day in China and Japan, shiitake mushrooms were considered so powerful that they were strictly reserved for royalty. So if you're not eating these mushrooms that we can now easily find at the grocery store, you could be missing out on one of the best natural ways to fight or prevent cancer. I've been adding them to all of my stir fries lately, or in the summer I grill them on the barbecue with some olive oil and garlic. They're delicious. Okay, mushroom number 3 has also been used in Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. Reishi mushrooms. It's like modern science is finally catching up to the wisdom of ancient Chinese medicine and finally studying the amazing effects that these mushrooms can have on cancer. So reishi mushrooms aren't the average mushroom you throw into a stir fry. You'll usually find them in powder or supplement form or in teas. But what makes them so special is that they can actually trigger cancer cells to self-destruct. It's called apoptosis. For example, one study of about 36 people with advanced lung cancer found those who took a reishi-based supplement along with their chemo or radiation had higher white blood cell counts and more natural killer cells in their body. And again, these immune cells are your body's main defense against cancer, so having more of them meant that these patients responded better to their treatments than expected. Okay, cancer-fighting mushroom number 4 for our list are Chaga mushrooms. You won't likely find these at a local grocery store either. They're usually found growing on birch trees in cold climates, but Chaga mushrooms are said to have even more antioxidants than blueberries. And we all know that antioxidants protect our cells against damage that can lead to cancer. And what's really interesting about Chaga mushrooms in particular is their ability to target cancer cells while leaving your healthy cells alone. And this is rare. But even more impressive, they've even been shown to help starve tumors by cutting off their blood supply. This is something called anti-angiogenesis. You may have heard of it from a popular doctor here on YouTube, Dr. William Lee. It's super interesting. But Chaga mushrooms seem to also go after cancer stem cells. And these are the sneaky ones that are responsible for cancer recurrence. So although we need to do more research on this, these early findings make Chaga mushrooms one of the most exciting mushrooms in cancer research today. And as soon as I come across more interesting studies on them, I will definitely be sharing them with you. Okay, so last but certainly not least, the 5th cancer-fighting mushroom for our list is equally as powerful, Maitake mushrooms. You may not have heard of them, but they are getting a lot of attention in the scientific world, especially for their effects on breast cancer. Maitake mushrooms are famous for a special compound called diffraction, which supercharges your immune system. In fact, the latest research has shown that they can help your body fight cancer in 4 different ways. They protect your healthy cells from damage, they prevent tumors from growing or spreading, they reduce inflammation, and they strengthen your immune response. For example, in a study of leukemia patients undergoing chemotherapy, those who took Maitake extract had higher white blood cell counts than those who didn't. And this is a big deal because chemo often wipes out your immune system, leaving you vulnerable to fatigue, pneumonia, or other infections. But with the Maitake extract, these patients not only avoided those nasty side effects, but their treatments were more effective. Isn't it incredible to think that something as simple as a mushroom can strengthen your immune system and make your cancer treatments work better? Now you might be wondering, what's the best way to benefit from these mushrooms, and how long do I need to take them to be effective? Well, apparently, for the immune-boosting benefits from Reishi, Shitake, or Maitake mushrooms, most of the research studies claimed that people started seeing benefits within 3 to 6 weeks of taking these supplements every day. And for the studies involving cancer patients who took them to make their treatments more effective, they typically had to take the Maitake or Chaga mushroom supplements consistently for 3 to 6 months. For the most part, the mushroom supplements, powders, or teas that you'll find in health food stores are safe for most people, but not for everyone. Obviously, they can have really powerful effects on our immune system, so you'll definitely want to talk to your doctor or naturopath or do some research beforehand, especially if you're currently on cancer treatment or taking any medications that can affect your immune system. But the easiest way to consume these mushrooms is in capsule form. I've tried the teas and they're not exactly tasty. Or you can buy them in a powder and blend them into smoothies or add them to soup. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know if you've ever tried taking mushroom supplements, and be sure to check out this next video on antioxidant drinks that can help you beat cancer.